What's good, y'all? It's CJ, the content connoisseur. It is 4th of July, second upload. And I have Women Don't Listen. This is by DatShaq2. This brother is something else, man. He inserts violence into his conversation a lot. And the violence meaning to like discipline women using physical force. I know he's joking, right? It's so ha ha ha. But understand this: if you yell at a woman, you're weak. If you yell at a woman, you're weak. If you have to change your octave of your voice and get it deeper to talk to a woman, you're weak. The reason why you're weak is because all you have to do is put one foot in front of the other and walk away. Go find the women that want to do what you want to do. Stop trying to persuade, coerce, and force women to see what you want to see, to live the way you want to live, and to be with you. Go find the ones that wants to be with you. And in this video, this is what this video is about. In summary, is that a lot of men, they see a woman, the woman has on the surface a job, she looks good, got a fat ass, all these different things, but she's disagreeable. She's disagreeable because this woman is for another man. She does not see you as a man for her, and that's why she is saying the things she is saying. Now, in this video, you're going to see this, and you're going to be like, why is she so disagreeable? And I'm going to show you why.
I'm sure we got ourselves a new video. We got a video of the Not the Shop podcast. The host Megan got invited a guest named Robin. I think that's her name. I could be wrong. From the video I watched, I think her name was Robin. They got a discussion about relationships, and she believes she should not have to change her attitude for her husband. For a husband. Let that sizzle in your...
So, first of all, when you are dealing with a woman, it's a thing called influence, right? And so what's going to happen is when you deal with the woman, she's going to see how you live your life. And if she like you, she's going to start changing herself to fit into your life because she wants to be with you. You don't have to be like, listen, go to the gym, eat right, don't wear these clothes, stop cussing, all that stuff. She's going to see you go to the gym, you eat right, you don't cuss, right? You hold yourself in a certain standard, and because she wants to be with you, she's going to naturally just do it on her own. You don't have to tell her to do any of that.
She actually thinks that she can have this attitude. If a guy doesn't accept it, he don't like her. So there's no correcting her behavior, I guess. So we follow her logic.
You don't correct a woman's behavior. You don't correct her. A woman is not your child. She didn't come from your ball sack. She's not your child. You do not correct her, right? When a woman is with you, it's either you have a set situation in place to where she can follow you, or you're like this dude and you're following her. Watch this.
She don't believe that a lady should ever fix herself, because if she fixes herself, she's changing who she is. Not making herself better. She's changing who she is, which is... it's like the same thing, but it sounds wild when you hear it come out of a person's mouth. So they're gonna have back and forth, and this conversation is gonna keep building and building and building until sooner or later they're gonna talk about how the man actually replaces your father. The buildup is gonna be wild, but I enjoyed it. But hold up, just in this video, need to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit notification.
But in order, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna protect you, I'm gonna provide for you, I'm gonna support you, I'm gonna be there emotionally for you, I'm gonna be everything that you need me to be, right? But in exchange for that, I'm gonna need you to go to the gym every day. I'm gonna need you to keep your figure right. I'm gonna need you to fix your attitude, and I'm gonna need you to not do certain things that I don't approve of.
Right.
Can you do that?
She's not gonna do it. No.
Fix my attitude?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So she's just gonna skip right past the gym. You know what made her upset. The attitude is the thing that you can't fix. She hasn't said it yet, but you know that's what's finna happen. As soon as she said, my attitude, you don't think you can fix that. You wanna fix certain women's attitudes? Let them crazy niggas get them. Let them get with those guys who are perfectly fine with using hands in relationships.
You see how I'm talking about? He's starting to talk about doing some physical stuff to women. I know these are jokes, bro, but these are dangerous jokes. These are dangerous. These are, once again, if you even think about putting your hands on a woman, you're a weak man.
To get physical, can't adjust my attitude when you're the weakest one in the room.
Why would he do all of this for somebody who he doesn't like their attitude?
No, I don't mean like that because
he's a weak man. Weak men think that paying bills, right? Protecting her and pretty much treating her like a child is making she should just do whatever he says because she's my child now, because I'm taking care of all of the worldly pressures. And I'm saying this, if you pay for a woman's bills, you're a trick. I don't care if you're a husband or not, you're a trick. You're a weak man and you're a loser. And what happens is it creates this mindset of entitledness in you because you're paying the bills, you think you could tell her how she's supposed to look and how she's supposed to dress and how she's supposed to do this. No, she's a grown woman. She's going to do whatever she wants to do. And you should be okay with that because guess what? You should choose to get with the woman from the beginning that wanted to roll with how you had things from the beginning.
What you have to understand is when you meet somebody, nobody is a finished product, right?
No.
And we all need work, right? So he's not going to find a perfect person, but he's telling you, I'm willing to do X, Y, and Z. Are you willing to sacrifice and do X, Y, Z for me if I'm bringing?
Another thing, right? This is another thing. When you're talking to women, words matter a lot, a lot. Saying things like sacrifice are not attractive to women. You have to know how to talk to women to incite motivation for them to want to do things, right? It's motivate, inspire, and educate. If you motivate her, inspire her to educate, that would that would influence her to want to do better. You telling her doing this to her is going to make her rebel because it's human nature.
This to the table, and this is a man that really wants to have a future with you. Can you say, you know what? Yes, I will. Amazing.
Ha ha, very funny, motherfucker.
Dun dun dun. Uh-oh.
I mean, to a certain extent, what is the problem? You know, if you want to do all of these things, what is it? Is fix your attitude? Like, what's with the attitude? And then what certain things are you talking about?
Exactly. I just told you what I was talking about. I told you, like,
you
whatever thing.
Don't do whatever.
So if he say certain things like this, I don't like the way you dress. I want you to dress more modest. Things like that. Or more submissiveness with the attitude. When I tell you to do certain things, are you going to give me backlash, or you just going to do it? Because I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm going to do everything that you want.
She's going to give you backlash. She's going to tell you no a lot because you and her are not compatible. That's why. Because you saw her ass and titties, and you look past the fact that she was not on your team from the very beginning. When you were like, hey, baby, let's go over here and do X, Y, and Z. She was like, no. Let's do this thing over here. And then you did the other thing. And if a woman is rocking with you, she going to rock with you from the very beginning. I'm talking about from a coffee date to when y'all going to have sex to where you're going to vacation to. All of that, she's going to rock with you if she's on your team. You guys get with women that are not on your team, and then you try to pull them onto your team. And so it's this tug of war. That's where the arguments come from. It's a tug of war because y'all are not compatible.
Want me to do?
Selling your car to Carvana is easier than you think. In just seconds, we can give you a real offer good for 7 days. Here's how.
Everything that you want me to do.
Why would you do everything? Why would you do everything anyway? Confused.
Obviously not, because you ain't said no or yes.
I'm gonna tell you this: you ain't my daddy.
You shouldn't even be here. Be gone. Wanna be? Be gone.
Okay. First of all, let's start there. You ain't my daddy. I was already raised. I'm a grown woman. So, with that being said,
she's right. She's a grown woman. She's already raised. Guess what raised adults? When you raise that hand, that's what raised adults. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to do it.
You keep saying it. I don't understand. How do you said it? No one made you say it, brother. These red pill dudes are violent.
I didn't want to be the one to say it. You want to fix a lot of people in today's era who don't really like to listen? Violence. Now, I'm not calling for violence. I am not saying that. But I'm just saying that violence is a way of correcting people. Right? Let the police do it. Put your hands on the car. I don't want to do it. Violence is about to happen.
You said something about my mama.
This is the way of life, baby. If
this is how you see interactions with women. Oh, this is interesting. It's coming together now. I'm forming an opinion, and it might not be the right opinion, but I'm forming an opinion on you, brother. But the things you're saying, and this is interesting. You got following that thinks it's okay for you to be violent towards women.
One don't want to listen, you make them listen. That's the next step. Or you can just leave.
You don't make anyone listen. This is some buffoonery. You don't make anyone listen. This is what you do. You state your point. You say what you got to say. You break it down. And then if they don't receive what you say, you move on. Put one foot, say with me, put one foot in front of the other and you leave. Everyone on here, right? All these loser ass red pill niggas talk about peace. Peace comes from within. See, no woman can affect my peace because the peace is in here, right? It's in here. And so if a woman is already going back and forth with me and not listening, right? That's a sign, right? That's a trailer for how our relationship is going to be. And so I can say, you know what? I don't like that trailer. I'm going to go look at another movie. And so I'm going to put one foot in front of the other and then get a movie that has a trailer that I like.
Them alone. You can always do that one. That works perfectly fine.
Maybe you should find somebody that, you know, maybe fits that criteria. Because I don't want nobody coming to me to date me. And like, yeah, we are flaws. And no, you ain't gonna, you know, the whole attitude thing, I don't know. If I have an attitude that you don't like, you know, or maybe a disposition, maybe something you don't like, I mean, okay, fine. Maybe I can tone it down, but you know, sometimes that's just like your personality. You know, people don't, you know, think that it's an attitude, but it may just be your personality.
Your personality is to have an attitude. I think when she's talking about personality, you mean a disagreeable person or agreeable?
No, there's no such thing as a disagreeable person. It's a such thing of being having a different opinion on life, right? And so in this video, she has a different opinion than the dude talking. Fine, she's a grown woman. She lived her life. She has a certain unique way of looking at life. Find a woman that has the same unique way you look at life, and you won't even have these goofy conversations. Just a thought. I don't know. What do I know?
Person. That right there might be who you are. But you being a person who just talks, even when they're wrong, that's just stupidity.
He's not
That's
wrong.
what that is. A person who got with a person that they even believe that they're supposed to listen to, but when they want to, they pick and choose when they want to listen.
She's listening. You can listen and disagree. I don't understand what you're... See, this is like I said before. These red pill niggas want slaves. They want women to agree with them on everything. That's impossible because, like I said, she's an adult. She's not going to agree with you on everything. 2, you want to coerce women that that are disagreeing with you. So you want a woman that don't want you already. You want a woman that doesn't like you, but do you also want that woman that don't like you to just do what you say? Do you know how dumb you sound right now, sir? Shaq, bro, you're not sounding too intelligent. I'm sorry.
That's a stupid person, not personality. I might be wrong. If that is a personality, there's personalities that really need ass whoopings.
Why do you keep promoting violence?
No, don't come telling me, you know, don't give me a list of things I need to fix about me, because you don't like me then. If you know, I mean, if I dress in a way that you don't like, you know, or whatever the case may be, and it makes you uncomfortable and you want me to, okay, then.
He's insecure as hell. He a weak man. You weak as hell. If you talk to a woman, you pursued a woman, and she dressed it however she dressed it, and then now you want her to change, it's because you're a weak loser. You have no spine. Because you talked to her, she came at you. You came at her that way already, Like that doesn't. A woman is not a car. You can't get them and then start making modification. They're a human being.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's so weird.
But the attitude is out the door.
What?
You're gonna be robbing.
I'm not gonna.
She said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be riding."
Like, what do you mean when you say attitude?
You just said you would conform to the way he told you to dress. All you're saying is you don't want to fix the internal you. That's all she's saying. The clothes, that's a different subject. No, it's not. No, it's not. All of it is you changing yourself so this other person that y'all two are coming together will feel comfortable. That's crazy what she just said.
Why do you want to feel comfortable? Why are you not comfortable with yourself, brother? DatShaq. Why are you not comfortable? Why do you? What? How does she dress? Let's look at how she dresses. Like, how does this make you feel uncomfortable? How? What about that makes you comfortable? How does what someone else put on their body make you feel uncomfortable? It's not on your body. Like what she's wearing is not on my body. So I don't feel uncomfortable because it has nothing to do with me. It's her body, not mine. Guys don't even have no logic in your brain.
I know how to be, submissive to a man that, brings that to the table. I have no problem with that.
She don't like that word, bro.
That's a lie. If you believe that, you're crazy.
But what do you mean attitude?
Because the reason why I say that,
I'm lost on the attitude.
The reason why I say that is because every time I see, and this is just from personal experiences, every time I see a woman and they post this all the time, every time they break up out of a relationship, they start posting self-reflection, right?
That's true.
And all those.
Why do you care what she's posting? Why are you paying attention to what they're posting? Why is that important to you? I don't understand it. Oh, she's posting this, she's posting that. Women post things for attention. Women post themselves crying and record it. Do you watch that too? Why do you care what they post? Leave them alone. Let them post what they want to post. Okay? The reason why I'm saying that is because she can post something. I know girls that post Christian scripture and they be doing stuff that don't say nothing in the Bible, right? And I'm not a Christian, I don't care. But what I'm saying is, when someone posts don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. It's
things that I just said that a man will ask you to do, you don't want to do it, but a woman, when she ain't got a man asking her to do it, she'll do it. She'll say when she get out of a relationship, I'm going to get my weight body together. They start going to the gym. They start eating fruit and shit. Then she want to start reading the Bible. She want to get her mind and spiritual and body and all this together. But if a man tell you to do that, you won't do it. But you'll.
How do you know she's doing it, or is she just posting it for content? How do you know she's just doing it so she can attract another man? How do you know? How do you know? It's just content. It's not real. Are you peeping Tom? You don't know. They're just posting it. It's not real.
Do it for yourself.
Because what's wrong with self-care? What's wrong with doing things for you? See,
because why didn't you do it for you when you was with the person? Did no one just hear how dumb that just sound?
No.
It made perfect sense. It made perfect sense, right? Women post things because one, she's probably she's going through attention withdrawal, right? Because she don't have a man. Well, she probably doesn't have a boyfriend, so she needs to get that attention, right? So she posts, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and now she's gonna get hits from Instagram, Facebook, all social medias to get that attention that she used to get from her man. It's not really about her doing some sort of work, because no one posts this. Like, if you're really serious about being a better person, you're doing a lot of inner work, you don't post that stuff online. People that post that stuff online want validation. The problem is, watch this, man. If you're posting stuff about inner work on the web, you didn't do any inner work, because inner work is for self. Therefore, you don't post it on social media because it's for you. If anytime someone's posting on something on social media, it's for attention. Like what I'm doing right now is attention. Right now, no one knows me, so this is more for me. But what I'm saying is, when you post something online, it's for attention. And so a lot of times when people post stuff online about self-improvement and getting the bag and reading the Bible and fasting and all, it's a lie for content.
explain to you
It wasn't
what
dumb.
your problem was. You said you don't think you have a problem,
You don't.
so you're not gonna fix it. But when we break up, then you try to fix it. Y'all don't hear how what they're doing is switching. It's called bait and switch.
No,
That's
it's
a
not.
bait and switch what she's talking about.
No, it's
You are fixing what you are. So you
didn't fix anything. That's Shaq, bro. Bruh. Her reading the Bible, getting shape, did not fix the fact that she had a bad attitude. Brother, are you listening to what you're saying? Having a bad attitude is not connected to fitness. Having a bad attitude is not about spirituality. Having a bad attitude is not about improving your reading books and stuff like that. Having a bad attitude comes from having bad interactions with people. That's it. Because you could take any woman that has a so-called bad attitude, disagreeable, and you put her with the right man, and she's a completely different woman every single time. Because it's a thing called compatibility, right? A dude can get with that woman and you wouldn't even recognize her. She would be sweet and nice and all that stuff because she found a dude that she respects, love, and lust for, and will do what he says because she values him as a man.
can get another person, but you don't think the thing that you're fixing is a problem. So that means once you get with this other person, bait, switch, you can go right back to what you did. Because all you're doing is
She went back to what she did because she really didn't do it, bro. You not get she just posted that stuff just to post it for attention. She didn't really do any inner work.
Using it as a mask. That's all she just said. That was crazy that he explained that so well. And then you said, what's the problem with self-working? I don't know what the hell she just said. The problem is,
and DatShaq2, that is the problem with you red pill dudes. You don't listen. It's funny, right? These red pill dudes listen, they make woman content all day, right? And they make a lot of money doing it, but they haven't developed listening skills. They hear what a woman is saying and then make up whatever she said in their mind and then talk. She said far back, she said, won't you find a woman that wants to do what you want to do? She said that. Did she say that, y'all? She said that, right? So why don't you do that? Because she's telling you no, right? She's saying, no, I don't want to do it. I'm not listening to you. I'm going to do what I want to do, how I want to do it. You ain't my daddy. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. That is your sign from God. If you have a little bit of discernment, you like put one foot in front of the other.
You weren't listening.
Ignoring the person who tried to explain to you to fix this thing, but then when that person leave, then you want to fix this thing so you can get someone else. That's what it's for, to get someone else.
The problem, you have to get in a relationship as whole as you possibly can, because when you come into a situation and somebody is looking for every little thing, you find yourself trying to conform to this imaginary person that they didn't build.
That's
they have
not
to
true.
accept,
It's not true.
That is true. That is exactly what is true. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at why you look like this, bro. What's wrong? That's definitely true. I'm gonna tell you why it's true. Because these red pill dudes preach paying all the bills. They preach protection, all this other stuff, right? And so because they're taking care of the woman like a child, they think they get to tell the woman what to do like a child. And so what she's saying is 100% correct, because you're gonna look, I want you to lift weights, I want you to do this, I want you to do that. And it's like, if she's not already doing it, right, the chances of her doing it are slim. And Slim just died. Like, it's low. It's low. Go find the women that are already doing the things you want so your relationship can be organic and not forced. What she's talking about is a forced coercion relationship. And y'all not picking it up because you're not listening. She's telling you, listen, I am this way. I'm going to be this way. I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm gonna go left when you go right. And if you try to force me, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna say you're not my daddy. And since he's saying this, respect her and walk away.
You and help you grow from, into this person that they want you to be. But telling somebody to change something for you that you don't like them. Then if you ask
that's
them
not
to
true
change,
because
if I dress in a way that you don't like, or whatever the case may be, and it makes you uncomfortable and you want me to, okay, then
This
yeah,
nigga
that's
goofy
fine.
as fuck.
He is goofy.
It's not true at all what you just said. That sounds wild. It's like, if I ask you to change something about you, I don't like you. What? We ask for family members to change certain things. I talk a lot. That's why this is my job. I talk a lot. Family members ask me all the time, you shouldn't talk so much. But guess what? I do it, but I worked on it. I work on not speaking so much. But guess what? That don't mean they don't like me. That means that they pointed out a flaw and said that Shaquille, you should work on this flaw. But you take that as people don't like you. Just wow.
DatShaq, right, or Shaquille. You talking a lot is not the issue. Talking a lot is not the issue. I'm gonna make this bigger. Talking a lot is not that talking is not issue. The issue is you don't listen. That's what they're saying. See, a lot of times when people are talking, they don't want to say the real thing, so they say things around it, right? And so they say you talk a lot because your listening skills suck. They're terrible. And so they're telling you if you close your mouth, maybe you can see what they're saying by listening. That's what they're telling you to do because your listening skills are horrible. Like you don't understand, you don't hear nothing. You just hear what you want to hear, and then you start talking. And that's why they tell you, look, you need to stop talking so much. You're formulating a narrative in your head without the right information. The information the person gave you is not in what you're saying at all.
It's like a barrier you built just so you don't have to fix yourself.
Because you don't believe that if you find a husband, you have to change to be a better wife for him. You don't understand it?
Got you right there.
Because it seemed like
No,
you saying you want to be a better person for him. When you in a relationship, you have to be a better woman for him.
No.
So the things that
That's
he
goofy.
like, that's what you have to become if you want to keep this man. A man that's gonna pay all the bills and do all these shit.
Regardless if he do that or not, that's true. You want to, but changing who you are to conform to what somebody else wants. No, you still have to remain yourself. You still have to be you. Like I couldn't date a man.
That's not even true what you just said. You being you, because technically if y'all talking about marriage, you become one. That right there, what she says, not marriage. You two supposed to be one, not one. It's not what that is, but
What? DatShaq. Marriage is a union, but there are two people in the marriage. So yes, she's still a person, an individual in the marriage. So yes, it's two people. So it is 1-1. It's oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Imagine you listening to somebody and taking him seriously, like, yeah, you become one, you melt into one. No, you don't. She still is whatever her name is. She's still that person, right? She's still one person. She's still a unique individual. She still had a mother and father. None of that stuff disappeared just because you're married, bro. You're still an individual in the marriage, right? And what if she was saying, if you were listening, was right. You don't do stuff for your person or whatever, right? You do things for yourself, so you have staying power. So when I work out for me. I don't work out for women. I work out for myself because I know if I work out for myself, I'm going to do it every day, 5 days a week for the rest of my life, right? If you only work out for your partner, it's not going to stay. It's because it's external. External motivation is not stronger than internal motivation. And so when a woman or a man, anybody decides to do something, right? Say for instance, she decides to read the Bible for herself. She's going to read the Bible because that's for her, right? If she wants to be more religious. Anything and everything you should do should be for yourself, right? And you find a woman that's doing the things that you are doing, so you have commonality. So you don't have to have these goofy conversations about wearing and attitude, because once again, there's nothing wrong with her attitude. Her attitude is perfect. she's interacting with someone that has a different opinion, and so it's going to look like she's disagreeable, but really she's just being herself and disagreeing because she didn't get disrespectful. She didn't call him out his name. She didn't do any of that. She just said, listen, this is how I feel. This is how I am. Take it or leave it. And as a man, you can be like, you know what? I'm going to leave it. And you keep it moving.
That
Shaq don't make no sense.
would just tell me to, just be quiet and let me do. No, this is in a situation like that. You want a partner.
No, you don't.
Maybe
But we are not partners, though. I'm the head of the household.
Yes.
We are partners. We're partners. I know it don't sound sexy. I'm your husband, but we're partners. I'm a man, you're a woman, we're together, we're partners. I don't understand it's just words, bro. It's just, to me, being a man, words is semantics. It doesn't matter. Husband, partner, doesn't matter. The problem with this is that the red pill dudes think, okay, husband, I am over you. You do whatever I tell you to do, however I tell you to do, and you don't have an opinion of your own. And the woman's like, listen, I'm grown. You're not gonna tell me what to do. And she said it, and she's gonna say later on, you ain't my daddy. And it's like, yes, bruh, like you're not her father. You're not her father. This is why it's very important that you have the ability to discern. And so when you get with a woman, you guys are already like-minded. See, in the video, DatShaq doesn't talk about like-minded women. He talks about women that don't listen. And it's like she listened to. It's funny because she listened to everything he said. She just wasn't rocking with it, and it's fine.
And you might help me. We're not partners.
Yeah, but you are my partner. You would be my partner.
Nope.
Yes, because I'm not gonna sit and just let whatever part that I handle that's the part I handle. But I'm as a wife, or people who have their relationships, a girlfriend, whatever the case is. We are partners in life.
We're not partners.
Yes,
you might help me.
Life.
We're not partners because when women throw their partners out, that's symbolically saying, nigga, I'm equal to you. That's what women think. This partnership, not partners. I'm the head and you're the follower.
So it doesn't matter what they thinking because you a man. It don't. Once again, if you understand women, they are submissive to one thing, and this is the thing, their feelings. They are loyal to one thing, their feelings, right? And so what he doesn't understand is if a woman not feeling you, she's going to be disagreeable. And that's what's happening. She's not feeling him. She's not feeling what he's talking about. And she's like, no, I'm not. No. It's like that little toddler. No, they're doing it. No. Because he's not feeling it. But if she's feeling you, right, because they are submissive and loyal to their feelings, they will rock with you.
We're not partners.
We're partners.
No, we're not.
Yeah, I said so.
Right. So this is the man.
Don't nobody care how you feel, Heifer. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you Heifer, my dear. I didn't mean to do it, but you kind of made me upset. You can't stop yourself. We're partners. Stop. No, we're not. We're not partners at all. You can take your partner talk and kick rocks. What is this thing about you really trying to stay being the little defenseless a-hole? Like, really let that sizzle right there. Why do you do that? You think it's all right for you to be a little a-hole, but you can't protect yourself. Imagine bunny rabbits running around nibbling on people's ankles. Bunny rabbits will go extinct. Maybe not because they're very fast, but we would find a way and it will go extinct. Defenseless a-hole. Like, wow.
And state of the modern woman thinking we're partners.
This defenseless. Why are you mentioning being defenseless? I don't understand. We're talking about pretty much working together in a relationship. This has nothing to do with being defenseless. These dudes will find any reason to point out what the woman is saying is wrong. What she's saying is her perception on her life is this. And she's an adult. She has the right to want that. And as a man, you should be like, you know what? That shit ain't what I want. I'm gonna keep it moving.
We're not partners.
I mean, nigga, it ain't 1950. So
You don't.
I should have locked you up and just let you out to work.
You
Oh my God.
One kingdom that had two kings.
I mean, where's the kingdom?
Into the house and doing all.
Tell him he wants a slave or a child, because they all do it. How is this passed around like this? It's like,
all right. So I'm gonna break that down. Wait, I mean, let's go through this. I'm gonna break that
Senior,
down.
late birds get the bag.
We're gonna be
After 8
behind the
p.m.
eight
for
ball.
$5.99. Getting
We're
you
like-
behind the eight ball. We're gonna cook them tonight.
because they all do it. How is this passed around like this? It's like a collective mindset that they all learned in the same dream. Every one of them say the same thing. That gotta be like wild. We need to investigate or to have experiments to find this out.
You know, hell.
So what he's talking about. Let's go back to what he was talking about. When they say, "Oh, I'm not a kid. I want partnership." Okay, understand this, brother. Right? When a woman sees a relationship, she is looking for, in her head, like the male version of her. I know you're like, that sounds weird. That's what she's looking for, right? Just because she's looking for that don't mean that's gonna be her reality. I'm just telling you that's what's in their mind, right? Okay. That's why she calls you her partner, because they have been socially adapted to think that we're partners. We're, you know what I'm saying, we're equal, whatever. That's their programming, right? Fine. But then she talks about being a kid, right? And the reason why she does that is because she sees herself as a pilot, right? And not a passenger. She's like, "Oh, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. No, you're not my daddy." And that's where that comes from. And all women are going to have the same talk because they're adults, right? They've grown up. And then when they see you, like I said before, they're looking for the male version of them. And so they see you, yes, as a partner. And so if you're trying to tell them what to do, they're going to be like, "Oh, I'm not lesser than you. You're not above me. And you're going to, I'm an adult too." You know what I'm saying? And that's where that comes from. But listen, this is the thing. If you get with a woman that sees you and respects you and love you, she will see you, right, in a way to where her love and lust for you is so powerful that you do things she's going to do them because she loves you. I see women live in RVs with dudes. I see women live in tents with dudes here in San Diego. I see it. Like women, this is crazy, but they are in love. And so when a woman is in love with a dude, they will do whatever the dude says. That's just the fact. There are women that live in cars with dudes here in San Diego on the beach. They live in cars. They live in there's a video out there where there's a family, right? And this dude lives in a storage unit with, I'm sure that woman is like, "Yo, I don't want to live in a store," but she does it because she loves, respects her husband. She's gonna ride with him because she's been riding with him. You guys get with women that don't listen to you. Well, no, they get with women that listens to you and disagree. That's what she did. She listened and she disagreed. And then you like, "Do what I say, do what I say, do what I say." And what happens is you wear down. The guy usually wears down, guys. And then he starts to then change himself, right, to make the situation happen because he wants to be with the woman so bad because he's a loser, lame punk. He can't just walk away and find the right woman for himself. And so that's what describes what he just talked about just there.
Around like this. It's like a collective mindset that they all learned in the same dream. Every one of them say the same thing. That gotta be like wild. We need to investigate or to have experiments. Listen to him. If she didn't, guess what? She didn't get anything.
I'm not looking to date nobody that was my daddy. I got my own type of man that I want. He don't
you said your
like
daddy
my
was
daddy.
a good man. Yeah. I ain't talking about the aesthetics or how he looked or no like that. I'm saying you had a good father.
Yeah, I did.
Right, so you want a man like your father.
I would want a good man, but he ain't got to be like my daddy.
No, she didn't want to be like her. No, she probably is saying this, and this is what, like I said, DatShaq don't listen. This dude has a hard time listening too. She is saying she doesn't want a dude that acted and had the same behaviors of her dad, right? Maybe her dad was super disciplined, right? And maybe she don't want a super disciplined life. Maybe she don't want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and read the Bible. Maybe that's what she had. Maybe that's what he had her do. She respects him as a man. She loves him, but she's like, yo, I don't want that. I don't want that type of, because her definition of a good dad, your definition of a good dad is two different definitions, right? And so she probably was with a dad where he had a certain program and maybe it was rigid. Maybe his program was like, look, man, you're going to do X, Y, and Z, or X, Y, and Z going to happen to you. And she's like, okay. And now she's a woman. She's like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that shit. I don't want that shit. But anyway, y'all, listen. Don't be like DatShaq, bro, too. When women are saying, look, I want to have X, Y, and Z, right? And you're saying, I want A, B, and C, right? Listen to her. Don't look at her booty. Don't look at her titties. Don't focus on the physical. Walk away, because she's telling you, right? She wants something different from you. So go find a woman that wants A, B, and C. This is CJ. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a good time listening to DatShaq talk too much and not listen at all. I'm out.